Hello, Foxy. Let's play before I zap you. Oh, joy, another culinary masterpiece from IMP. Welcome, poor souls, to this dessert debacle. Try not to mistake the flour for powdered sugar. Zap if you screw this up, M.
Well, all right, thank you for that. God damn it. That made me laugh. God. Where's my cooking sheet? There we are. Thank you, Death Cube. You little surly little fucking lunchbox. Turn you into one if you're not careful. How you guys doing? What's up? It's been a hot minute. It's been about a month or so. I was supposed to do this about probably last week.
Welcome to hell!
That's right, Terry. That's right. Nerd! I hear you cackling back there. So we got everybody here. Let's go down the line. We got Nightmare and Natsu. Hey guys, how you guys doing? This party's about to get crazy. Let's rock! Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. Hi Foxy, how you doing? We got one of your specialty dishes on today. I'll make sure to share that one with you guys. And then we also have Fiera, and we got Terry trolling me in the background. Don't worry, I'll make sure he gets some ice cream too. He's good. So thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. Here's to you guys. Nothing quite like a nice cup of cold coffee on a warm day. How's everybody doing today? Natsu saying I made salmon today. Ooh, I could get down with some good salmon. A roasted salmon salad. You just roast a piece of salmon on you can do it on a piece of foil, but I kind of like to do it on wood, like a plank roasted salmon. And then you just you get that cooked enough, and you just take a fork and gently pull it apart, and then just put that right over a nice salad. Absolutely delicious. I love doing that kind of stuff too. Foxy's so excited. Absolutely. I can't wait. This is a fun one. A little bit of this is a little experimental, but we're gonna have a great time. Grilled salmon. We do grilled salmon at work. Oh no, don't zap Dark Vesperia. Don't. No, hey, how you doing, Dark Vesperia? Yay, day off. Also on a culinary adventure right now. A breakfast fatty. Ooh, tell me about that one. Tell me about that one. I want to hear all about that. That sounds good. Breakfast fatty. The way I see that, I think that and unless there's actually a set kind of recipe or something to that, I think of a breakfast fatty. I think of a nice thick breakfast sandwich with a whole bunch of stuff. There's that too. But yeah, I've been a little removed from stoner culture for a while. Well, yeah. Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are having fun today. And before we get started, I want to let everybody know we should have them available. Those of you in the YouTube side, we have a couple of new redeems. We have the bread clip, which is back. It comes back for every cooking stream. The first one's free. The first one is free. And we got more colors this time, chat. Look, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. We got gold and white and orange and red. So the first one for you guys. You guys on the YouTube side, you can type exclamation mark, I think it's exclamation mark bread. Let me double check that. Please, I hope that's right. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Well, I gotta be sure. I'm a little bit crazy. Cooking stream. Triggers. Yeah, exclamation mark bread. I am not insane. Well, I am insane, but that's a different story for a different time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow, we got two already. Holy shit. Terry coming in with one. And one from Nightmare. I want to see how, this is more like a check-in. It only works once per person on YouTube. And the redeem is a once per person redeem for the entire stream. So this is a bit more of like a check-in and say hi and see how you guys like it. because if you guys do it, we'll also put one up if we get gift subs or big donations. A breakfast fatty is a 6x6 or 7x7 bacon weave with a pound of breakfast sausage on it. With scrambled bacon, scrambled eggs and other toppings on it. Roll it into a big roll and smoke it at 725 for 90 minutes. Definitely smoke that fatty. Damn, that's a lot of fucking protein. Let's put that right back here. All right, so now we got a little bit of out of the way with the bread clips. Let's talk about what's on the menu today. If you're saying I'm getting an out of stock notification when you try to out of stock? That's weird. Well, you know, I'm gonna put one on here just for you, Fiera. We'll say, hey, we got one. So we got one for free, we got one for Fiera, and then the rest are accounted for. I don't know what's wrong with the system. I'll take a double, triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it, and let it swim. But I forgot the pickles, Nightmare. Can't do that to me. I forgot the pickles. Damn it! Now I have to go. I have to go back to the store. I have to go back to the store, guys. I'm just kidding. I fucking love that episode. That's great. But yeah, let's. Can somebody? I want to make sure this works. Can somebody redeem the brand new sound redeem? What are we making today? Well, let me tell you. Today, as you've seen probably in the stream title, we got sweets and treats today. So we're doing a whole slate of nice. You're gonna love my nuts. Oh, there it is.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. You're gonna love my nuts. Yeah, there's Elvis. What's up, Elvis? It's been a hot fucking minute, dude.
You're gonna love my nuts.
We're gonna love my Natsu, it's just exclamation bread. Yeah, but as you can tell, we're doing sweets and treats today. We're gonna do a whole slate of desserts. And if the new redeem tells you anything, we're definitely gonna be let me just say, you're gonna love my nuts. We got a whole bunch of stuff. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be delicious. Some of it's pre-recorded because some of this stuff takes some time.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. And some of the stuff my cooking today is peanut butter on toast. You know what? It's a quick, easy little bit of protein. Cinnamon rolls. Well, unfortunately, we did those for breakfast. We did those for the breakfast stream earlier this year. There are kind of like a more dessert style of cinnamon rolls that you could do, but they end up kind of being a little thinner. They don't rise as much. And those actually work really, really well on like cast iron skillet. And we actually did those. Like, do we still have those in the freezer? No, they gone. She gone. All right. Okay. Well, and so let's talk quickly about what we got on the menu today. So we got 4 main menu items, and we'll have a little bit of an accoutrement to go with all of it. We are gonna do our. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's 4 things and 2 special accoutrements. So we're gonna have our cheesecake, and I'll reveal what the cheesecake's gonna be in a little bit. We've got an ice cream, handmade, like more like a frozen custard because they use the egg yolks in it. Then we've also got a gluten-free peanut butter cookies. It's 3 whole ingredients. That is it. Super simple. Anyone can do it. All you need is 3 ingredients. Throw it and mix it real well. Throw it in the oven. Throw it in the oven. There. And then we've also got my my personal recipe almond butter balls. They're absolutely delicious. You're gonna love my nuts. Chef, make me start singing Chef's chocolate salty balls.
You're gonna love my nuts.
That's right, Elvis. That's right. All right, a Shakespearean tragedy. Hey, yo, I should not be watching this while I'm on a cut. Oh, no. One day I bought cinnamon rolls. My sister jumped me for it. Oh, yeah, Natsu talked about that when we did breakfast. His sisters. Like, he was all over that stream, that breakfast stream, like white on rice on a paper plate in a snowstorm. A real Shakespearean tragedy. Imp sounds like a food YouTuber now. I mean, I've got 11 years culinary experience. Like, I mean, I gotta put that to use somehow. And what better way than to share with you guys? I love doing all this stuff, the experience.
It's shiny. It's
That's
a pure
right,
silk,
Elvis. That's right,
air-conditioned,
Elvis gets it.
chocolate-covered, solid gold, tax-free, extra cheese, double D, finger-licking lap dance of wow! But enough about that.
That one's for you, Elvis. Thank you so much. You could totally pass for a food streamer. I mean, I got the custom chef jacket and everything. You guys like it, by the way? Like, I love this chef jacket. This chef jacket's so great. I'll have to showcase this. We are going to, we're gonna take this to a very quick break. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the ice cream right off the cuff. And like I'm gonna go ahead and do the ice cream pre-roll. And we're gonna go ahead and move the camera a little bit more central focused here. We have a couple of things that we have to do as well before we get started. In fact, where's my mini pot? Trying not to show my face on the screen. Let's go ahead and just get the, let's get this first one out of the way, right? So let's go ahead. We're gonna do a homemade butterscotch sauce. Yum. So that's heavy cream, brown sugar, butter, pinch of salt. Very simple. 4 ingredients. It just takes a little bit of time and about 20 or so minutes. Oh yeah, I've gotten back into repairing devices. I got some funny stories from you. Random story, a friend of mine burnt the toaster. How do you burn the toaster without plugging it in? How? Natsu, you've got, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Wow. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going. First things first, you start with your butter. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. I traditionally make a caramel sauce at work. Let's see, so this was pound 32, so this is 16 tablespoons, 8, 4. So, there you go. So you have 4 tablespoons of butter, 1.25 cups of brown sugar. Brown sugar! Cup and a quarter will be right about there. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've seen your face on stream before you accidentally once did it. Yeah, I've done it a few times. I've actually shown my face on stream. Elvis might have seen it. Nightmare probably saw it. It was in the early days of some of like the Melee Games community night stuff. Cooking stream, let's go. Is it a Gyudo or a... What's up, Malcolm? How you doing? Malcolm? But yeah, I've, yeah, that was a little bit of face for you guys. I try not to show my face on screen. I just think it's funnier. Nothing for nothing. Actually, I'll showcase the knife a little bit closer when, but this brand, there we go. There's the brand name. This is a very nice chef knife. This was actually a gift from another chef that I worked with at a previous place. The guy was really great. He was getting out of the industry, and we had a nice talk. And he said, that, you know what? I think you really would like this, and I think you'll put it to good work. And he gave me this knife, and I've just kept it nice and safe and clean ever since. That is actually my personal one. I have a different one that I use at my kitchen at work. So, come on, get out of there. What am I doing? Come on, dum-dum, be smart for a fucking change. Yeah, thank you. I hope you're having fun there, Malcolm. Yeah, you like knives? I like knives too. A nice sharp knife. Can you pass me a glass? Just a short one. So I can pack this down. That should work. Kind of want to pack it down to have a little bit better of an idea of where you're at. And that's not even close. And normally, if you want to do this, you would probably do these in containers kind of like this. But for exactness, I'm just going to go ahead and do it in this. That's actually really close. That's about a 1 cup. There we go. So we want to make sure that we get all of our ingredients as close as possible, because once this hits temperature and starts getting up there, you really have to pay attention, and you have to make sure. A chef knife, it looks a lot like a gyuto. Yeah, the angles on this aren't that great, but once we get some stuff started and I get this on heat, we're gonna switch the camera angle a little bit so you guys can get a much better close-up view. And then I'll showcase everything. So, first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the butter in our pot, get this on heat, get it to just start melting, kind of have that on a medium-low, and then once we get that going, we're gonna get the brown sugar in there and let it come in about, and we're gonna let this cook about 3-4 minutes, just until the brown sugar is liquid and bubbling throughout. And once we get to that point, then we'll let that, and then we'll slowly whisk in all of our cream and our salt, and we'll put that back on heat until it's up to temperature. At that point, you kind of almost treat it like a candy. And you want to cook it, the recipe says about 220 to 225 degrees. Depending on, if you have this on like a low-medium heat, then you more or less try to, you don't want to scorch it, you don't want to get it too hot. That same friend doesn't know how to cook. I'm literally the only one who knows how to cook in my friend group. That friend burnt milk. How do you burn milk? I met someone that burnt water. Clean pot, water in, let it sit, comes back, there's black shit floating in it. How? How? That one's weird to me too. All right, so now we got that kind of like partially melted. You can, if you look carefully, you can see the butter nib is still in there. But get me a wooden spoon. We get our brown sugar in there. We put this on a medium-low. Okay, we're gonna put this up on a medium-low, right? Just like that. And we're gonna carefully stir it. And in the meantime, let me go ahead and pause this. And we will be back in just a few minutes. I'm gonna get the camera reset, and I'm gonna leave you guys with the ice cream pre-record. So stick around and have fun. This one actually has the ingredient list written down. This is the same ingredient recipe that I use for our ice cream bases at work. So enjoy this one. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Today we're doing hot chocolate ice cream. Now make sure to gather all your ingredients. You'll need milk, heavy cream, sugar, egg yolks, vanilla, bay leaf, salt, cocoa powder, melting chocolate, cayenne peppers, cinnamon sticks, and dried peppers. Now cinnamon stick and dried peppers are optional. You can use chili powder and cinnamon powder if you need. Now the first step is to take your milk, your cream, peppers, bay leaf, vanilla, and all of your powdered spices, and you'll put those in a pot, and those will go on heat. Now you can feel free to adjust how much vanilla, cinnamon, peppers, spices, if you want to add an additional spice like some chipotle powder to this, or if you want to take this in a different direction, this is a good place to do it. This is where a lot of those defining flavors will be set to taste. That includes which kind of dry peppers you'd like to use, if you have them. Me, I use the guajillo peppers and the chile de arbol because I just happen to have them around, but the flavors go very well with the cream and the chocolate. And when it's all ready, set that on heat on a very low simmer for about 30 minutes. And now comes the really fun part. Now we're gonna take our sugar, our 10 egg yolks, And I'm going to add those to a bowl. We'll also go ahead and add in our cocoa powder at this step as well. You can wait until after we temper in the milk mix, but I like to add this here. Now we'll slowly and carefully add in our milk mix into our eggs. You have to do this very carefully, bit by bit, in order to temper it in properly. If you add in your milk too fast, it will cook your eggs, and then you'll end up with a big bowl of scrambled eggs, and nobody wants to eat that. Once you reach the point where your egg yolk mix is warm enough from adding enough of the milk, you can go ahead and just add the rest of the milk mix into the bowl. You won't really have to worry about it scrambling at that point. Now don't forget to add in the rest of your hot peppers and your bay leaf and cinnamon stick. All those flavors are going to get to know each other overnight. And now go ahead and add your melting chocolate in. That's right, get it all mixed up really well. Once you've gotten everything mixed properly, nice and smooth, taste test your mix, and then let it sit in the fridge overnight. This will make sure that all your flavors get to know each other really well for the next step. And when that's all done, just prepare in accordance with the instructions for your favorite ice cream maker.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before, higher on the street.
I had to add that one back there. Sorry. So here we go. Now we're back. This, by the way, is my knife. What's up, Electroporpus? This is my knife. For those of you who haven't seen it, this is my baby. I try to take good care of it. I got a nice sharpening stone over there. It's about time that I actually hit that again. Let's catch back up on chat real quick, like. Let's see. Dried peppers are mandatory in food. Fight me for that. I'm not fighting you. I would totally eat a big bowl of scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs! I mean, chocolate scrambled eggs, like dessert scrambled eggs. No. Those are not good. It happens, and it's not fun. Now I want scrambled eggs and chocolate. Food! What's up there? Cryptic, hi, how you doing? Try to eat the knife. No, not my knife. All right, let's take a look. It is almost there.
Close.
Very close.
Not bubbling all the way through yet, though.
And let's just let it sit for just a minute, and we'll be good. Alrighty. So now that we got that, the rest of it, you need about 1 1/4 cup of heavy cream. You need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So what we're going to end up doing, let's go ahead and pull this back a little bit. That's ready.
Mommy milkers.
Milk. I guess it fits. So now you got this, it's bubbling and kind of liquid. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna put on a bread clip, because apparently someone's redeeming bread clips. Hi Swash, I am here for sweets and treats. You're just in time. We're moving on with our butterscotch mix. So what we're gonna do is gonna carefully add a little bit, mix that in so it doesn't break.
You're gonna love my nuts.
A little bit at a time, just to start. Just nice and easy. And this way you don't crack it, you don't break it, you just kind of let it go.
Mommy milkers.
Oh wow. Yeah, and Swash, how was the debut? I saw some previews of the model. The emotes all look fantastic.
Milkers.
Oh my god.
Mommy milkers.
That's right. You give them a toy, they'll play with it until it breaks. Okay, now we should just be able to go ahead and add the rest. And
You're gonna love my nuts.
Mommy milkers.
That's a great combo. That one and the
You're gonna
do
love
not
my
come.
nuts.
Those two combined. Now we want to actually whisk this in. Oops, all right. We'll whisk this in really, really, really well. Debut hasn't happened yet. Well, you did the preview for members. I did kind of see a little sneak. But yeah, you see how that's coming together just like that. Carefully whisk that in. You do it little bits at a time so it doesn't break the mix. I got a little bit of a milk mess to make up. Let's go ahead and and after we get this back on heat, I will go ahead and pull out the ice cream and show you guys, because that ice cream turned out great. We have a grand plan for this butterscotch sauce, though.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Oh, I see then why
You're
I
gonna
did
love my nuts.
a notification for a debut
You're gonna love
stream.
my
Yeah. Still need to watch the debut studies, but kicking me, huh? Yeah, these redemptions are so cursed.
It's a pure silk, air-conditioned, chocolate-covered, solid gold, tax-free, extra cheese, double D, finger-licking lap dance of wow! But enough about that.
So that should be good. And then we'll just put that back on heat. And we'll just let that sit on a low. If I have to, I can get my thing. Oh, and my pinch of salt too.
Says medium 5 to 8.
It's on medium. Oh, pinch of salt's after. Oh.
Sorry.
All right, so we'll throw it on about a medium. So I'm gonna put it on about a 3.5 on my stove. And I'll set that there. All right, let me just get a quick little clean up here. A little bit of milk cube. We can take care of this in a second. All right, in the meantime, you guys have been very good, so we're gonna go ahead and give you guys a treat. Wait, what? Not on my watch. Then we're gonna give you guys a nice little treat. You guys have been very good today. So the ice cream turned out fantastic, by the way.
You're gonna
Where's
love
that
my nuts.
ice cream scoop? Go ahead and show that right front and center. Hello, Lolbit. What's up, Bit? Fox Glitch. I like it. It doesn't even call you by name. It calls you Fox Glitch. There we go. Look at that nice creamy ice cream. There we go. Yeah, I could have let it pull. I could have pulled it out a little bit more to let it soften. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Is that the right playlist? One second. Hold on. All right, that is. Never mind. I didn't. Oh, that's Game Chops. Never mind. It looks amazing. Yeah, that is a nice Mexican dark chocolate ice cream. It's hot chocolate. So it's got guajillo peppers, chile de arbol. Holy fuck. Holy shit, Insidious. Insidious. Oh my god. My dude with 10 gift subs. Holy shit. Wow, thank you so much. Dude. Coming in with the fucking big money. Look at this. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. You guys, Insidious, this one's for you. This one, buddy, this one's for you. We're gonna go ahead and pop that away. We're gonna just have a nice little taste of this. It's a very It's a very delicious ice cream. You need that ice cream to be harder. Work for those subs. Well, look at that though. That nice creamy. Perfect. New followers too. Holy shit. Pajit Patel. All right. What's up, my dude? What's up, Patel? How you doing? No, let's go ahead. Yeah, this is a very good ice cream. Nice dark chocolate, not super overly sweet, but it's got a nice heat, like plenty of cinnamon, a nice little like spicy, peppery heat on the back. Like, and because it's not hot, it doesn't really activate until a little after the flavors kind of go. So you get that heat on the back end of this. It's really, really good. So let's go ahead and pop that back in the freezer for now. We'll get you some later. We'll get some when we get the other stuff. Meantime, we got a little bit more. These, look at that, nice and creamy. Indeed, a sentence I add. And the first thing I hear you say today. Well, thank you for coming and popping on in. We're gonna go ahead and pop these in the oven. Just 350 for about 5 minutes.
You're gonna love my nuts.
5-minute timer. All right, in the meantime, what do we got next? So, next we're gonna go ahead and also we'll work on the,
It says not to let it boil over.
oh. All right. Take it off heat and stir it for a little while. Well, it'll start to thicken. Wait, after kick? So what's the rating? Honestly, it's very good. Like, it's got a nice, I got a nice little, like, spicy kick to it after hearing you were in need of support. Support? Well, I appreciate that. I just love having people come down and see everything, and I really appreciate you stopping in. All in favor of rating Imp's house for the ice cream, say 1. And if I'm not hearing everybody say 1, then I don't know. Also, we got another bread clip, so one more right there on the jacket. So we're up to 8 bread clips because we have 1 for free, 1 for the... Actually, we got 9 because we got 1 for the 10 gift subs. Alrighty, all right. Why, that hype train is still going, ain't it? I'm sure that something's gonna break there. In the meantime, let's see. What do we got next?
Mommy milkers.
I think it's time to start on the peanut butter cookies. So let's go ahead and roll on them peanut butter cookies.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. Some of that butterscotch for topping. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. All right, so. All right, so these are very simple. We start with, in fact, let's go ahead and just move that right there. In fact, we don't even need the knife. Let's just move the knife right out of the way. Knife was there for show. This is the recipe I sent you. No, this is actually my mother's gluten-free peanut butter cookies. So these are really, really simple. You'll take 1 cup of peanut butter. Do I have something? I guess I have the half cup measures. Oh, is that clean? Okay, nice. Okay. My mother right now is playing the role of the lovely assistant. And I got my dad over in the corner as well for emotional support. All right, 1 cup of peanut butter. Okay. And that should only have to go. Let's see. How is that look? It's not going to look super thick. When it's done, it's not going to look thick. It'll thicken when it goes. So it's only going to be about 5 to 8 minutes. and that timer was 5. So we pop those on. So when that goes, we can probably pull it. Unless we want to go get my thermometer out of the car. Oh, I don't have my keys. Actually, I think it should be open. So yeah. Where's my sugar? Sugar's right here. Yeah, it'll be backseat. So yeah, what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna do this. That was a cup measure, we got a half cup. So this is super easy. Hello parents, the claps. Did you send your dad to the corner? Let that man out of there. No, he sent himself to the corner. He was welcome to come and say hi. He's actually off getting my thermometer out of the car. I left my thermometer in my work bag. So we got cup of butter, cup of butter, cup of peanut butter, and 1 whole egg. Is it locked? And 1 egg. And then we'll go ahead and wooden spoon that up. Actually, whisk. Wooden spoon should be fine, right? Yeah, wooden spoon. And then all we do is we just take this. That's probably ready. Actually, we'll just let that sit on the burner while we go. Yeah, and then you just, all you do, I believe the keys are going to be on my bedside. Yeah. You'll see. As always with cooking, keep timers on things, keep things looking nice. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have some nice, fresh toasted pecans. We will chop these up later. I'd say Imp Dad is there for the free cooking. That's a valid point, right? I mean, that's part of what I bribe them with. If I want them to come and help me produce stuff, I say, hey, you want free food? And we'll make some nice stuff. I always send a little bit home with Mom so Dad can eat as well. So there you go, though. You see that is nice and... Yeah, that's the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. I love that redeemed. Anyone remember that one from Mad TV? The Lowered Expectations? The dating show? Give me 1 second. What are we at? Give me one second. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Lowered expectations. That's all in one piece. What's up, Wingus Dingus? How you guys doing? Oh, I modified the prompts for Death Cube too. So if you guys ask him questions or try to talk to him, he'll reference the cooking stream too. So what do you? Uh-oh, right. Let me see, like, what do you think of my... What do you think of my peanut butter cookie? Here. What do you think of my peanut butter cookies? Hi. Hi, moo to you. Happy moo to you, Rob. Thanks for the bits. You cook the food. What we at? What we at? 118. 118, really?
Oh.
No, there you go. Don't keep
200.
going.
207. 212.
It's really close.
What does it need to be at?
220 to 225.
Okay.
Let's put it back on low and let it sit. And I've got the thermometer right here. It probably only need about a minute or so. In the meantime, though, we got this. So let's go ahead and transfer these into a bowl, and we can. Yeah, let's transfer these into a bowl so that we can reuse the sheet tray, right? I can reuse the sheet tray, and we can. What? Yeah, the parchment's actually nice. If you don't mind it, you're gonna love my nuts. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. So all we need at this point, get a spoon. Yeah, let's slide that.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. And then just like that, right? I kind of wish I had a melon baller or a scoop. Actually, I don't think I do have one, do I? Nope. I've got a... they'd be small. And then you said this was about 12 minutes, right? This was 12 minutes. I told you I'd make it. I'm late in game. Well, hey, you're late, but you're here, and no one cares if you're gay. So that's all good to me. And this is actually like, if you scoop them into about the right size and the right amount, you can just kind of hand roll them at that point. Never thought about it, but this song almost sounds like it was sung by Hatsune Miku. It's kind of funny. I know that's kind of what they were probably going for, but... Make sure to roll your balls nice and tight. You take a fork and you crosshatch them. These are gonna... Let's make sure we get these far enough apart so they'll actually bake properly. My sister used to smash them down with a fork, call them fork cookies. You know, that's actually exactly what Mom was just telling me, because I remember that as a kid too. We used to do that all the time. So that's honestly exactly what we're gonna do. Can we fit one more?
They won't spread far.
They won't spread far? Oh.
It's gonna be a little smaller.
If that's the case, let's slide that one right in the center. Okay, so then let's go ahead and get this mess cleaned up. And these will go in the oven, 350 for about 12 minutes. 14 if you want them a tiny bit crispier. That's ready. All right, timer, 12 minutes. This is ready too. So this, you pull off heat. Once you get it to the right temperature, you add your pinch of salt, and you mix that up really well. Because this needs to hit 212, 214. Needs to hit about 220, but it's gonna be just a tiny bit under. Yeah, let's go ahead and just throw that on right there. Yeah. As long as you keep it stirred, you can put a little extra heat underneath it and it'll be fine. There we are. That's a little more like it. 220 to 225 is your goal with this. And we're looking at right now. Come on, keep it going. Yeah, there we are. 17. Come on, I got it. I've got it on high heat. You can't see it on the camera, unfortunately. There we are. Let's go. 220. And then we let it cool about 5 minutes and it'll be perfect. In the meantime, we're coming up right on the edge of an ad break here, so, yeah, not on camera. 40 or, already did. Salt's already in. So let's, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute ad break. I will be back in just a few minutes. By that point, the cookies will be almost ready. We're gonna clean up this mess, and we're gonna go ahead and work on the other accoutrements. And we'll get rolling on the cheese. We'll show you guys the cheesecake, and we'll get the almond butter balls rolling here in a minute too. So stick around. We'll be right back. We're gonna just run to an ad break, and we'll be back in a few. Go ahead, tell us.
You're gonna love my nuts.
back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We did a little bit of cleanup. We did a little bit of side work. Kind of the non-essential stuff. So we took all those nice pecans and we chopped them up, nice and pretty. Also, I totally did put on another one. We got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 right now. I know that says 7, but I saw someone redeem it. I think I saw a few people redeem them and not really get the chance to do it. Ra's saying 40 more streams, you hit 100. That's a pretty good streak. 100 in a row.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Damn. How did this come out? Look at this. This is our butterscotch sauce. We'll take a quick look at this. You see, it's still got time to cool down. I probably could have taken it just a little bit deeper, but it's a nice sauce. And it coats the back of a spoon. Yeah, it's still warm. That's good. That's a really good butterscotch. That's a really good butterscotch. All right. That's fantastic. One thing I didn't showcase, I added a little bit of vanilla to that butterscotch. There's a tiny bit of vanilla in that butterscotch. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's great. That's gonna be great on basically everything. So I'm gonna do, now it's kind of cooled down enough, I'm gonna pop this in the fridge. I love butterscotch, that pains me. This pains me. It's not hot anymore, it's just down to warm. Yeah, no, I've done it before. Yes, mommy. Okay. So, and that was the timer for the cookies. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Put our trowel out here. Oh, they smell amazing. Now I could have probably added a little bit extra, like some actually, here's a question. Let's take a look at the underside. Honestly, let's pop them in for an extra like 2-3 minutes. Yeah. Honestly, like, you could probably even just leave it to sit with the. Okay. Yeah, it'll be right there. You're gonna hear it beep one more time because it's preheating when it's already there. Beep. As do I. That looks really good. They look good. They're just a little on the soft side, but they're still warm. And there's no flour in them, so we kind of have to rely a lot on the temperature. But that oven kind of, I've noticed this oven kind of tends to take a little bit more time than usual to bake. It's not a convection oven. There's no fans inside it. So when the builders got this place built, and I requested the gas equipment because it's a gas stove, an oven, and yeah, they kind of fucking cheaped out on that stuff and charged me for the better stuff. So that's kind of like, yeah, all right. This hurts me. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and give that like.
You're gonna love my nuts.
That's right. Speaking of loving nuts, let's go ahead and start on the next one. No, not yet. We're gonna start on the almond butter balls. Whee! I like this stuff though. This is, let's see, pint to pound, half, so quarter. So this is about a half cup. Half a cup of butter. Almond butter. You didn't tell me you were alive, you son of. I put out the stuff, Puru. Got natural gas. Ra's got natural gas. Hey Puru, there's a new redeem. Also, go ahead and redeem the bread clip. So, I'm not in the Discord. Oh, I thought you were. I could have sworn that you were, my dude. I'm sorry. All right. So we got a nice all natural fresh ground almond butter. Did you get mine? What's also, yeah, I saw you over there, Kay. How are you and James doing, by the way? I hope you guys are having fun.
You're gonna love my nuts.
That's the oven. Okay. That's the oven, not the timer. We got one more minute. So it's equal parts almond butter and softened butter.
I'm not one of your fried chicken tramps.
And it's not a fried chicken stream today. And there's the, oops. Table's clean, I just made it.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
For you, Puru, you get one of the nice fancy, This isn't a GameCube game. God damn it, DeathQ. I love you to death, but god damn it. This is how you treat me after years of raising you, keeping you clean, making sure your lid still works. You little asshole. Mother didn't mean to be so high. Alright. That was a really good time when a wooden spoon. And that. Let's take a look. That's a door. Oh yeah, that helps just that tiny bit more. Whoops.
It went down in the crack.
Yeah, let's just leave that. I made a
You're
little
gonna
bit of an
love my
oopsie,
nuts.
but we're good. Just a little bit. Yeah, look at these. These look fantastic. And yeah, it's starting to solidify just a little bit on the bottoms. So depending on your cook time, it kind of depends, like the oven changes. I really kind of think that maybe something with the oven is a little miscalibrated. But we'll be back to these in just a bit. Give them like 10-15 minutes to kind of relax, right? So we'll set you little tasty bastards aside. And we'll come right on back to this. So, what we do here, we got butter and almond butter. But yeah, I don't really do Twitch because related Discords because you're the only person I watch. No, you're fine, Pooter. I'll just let you know next time. I thought I let you know. I thought I told everyone. Yeah. The almond butter, this is fresh ground, so it's a little bit more stiff than your regular stuff, that like peanut butter. This recipe was originally peanut butter, and it was much simpler before, but it involved like melted chocolate and just a shitload of powdered sugar. But yeah, you want to just mix it nice and smooth. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of baking cocoa powder. This is the real nice expensive shit. And we'll just kind of add a little here and there. That's a little bit more than a little, but honestly, that's probably about where I was gonna go with it. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, honestly, that's probably like exactly where I wanted it to go. We're not, actually no, we're definitely gonna do the paste. We'll give it a little bit of the paste. The good shit. Just a little bit. That is probably
You're gonna
a
love
quarter
my
to an
nuts.
eighth of a tea. Tiny pinch of salt. Now we just want to mix this up really, really well. Scrape the sides. Get this all mixed in really as well as we can. I just want, this will be okay, right there. That can sit right there. Now, when we get this mixed up as well as we can, nice and smooth, get all the butter lumps out of there. This is really one of the cases you really, really want to make sure that your butter is as soft as you can. You'll let it sit out for 3 or 4 hours beforehand, and it's perfect. Unless your room is really cold, and then I don't know what you do. Pop it in the microwave, probably. It could even be a tiny bit melted. You just don't want it to be like warm melted butter, and you want it to be not freezing cold. Yeah. So now we got this. Remember, only butt people are 100% are consenting. All right. So now comes the magic. Key ingredient: powdered sugar. And there's no exact measurement on this. The key really with this is you just keep adding until it's right. You add it in small amounts and you carefully mix it in. Eventually it'll get thick enough that you could kind of just hand mix it and not get your hands messy. That's really only at the really near the end. The powdered sugar is there for structure, not just for taste. Powdered sugar. Oh boy, that's a lot of cocaine. Sugar. Sugar. Yeah. Anyone else remember that episode of Robot Chicken? The Trix Rabbit goes to jail for assaulting, like inappropriately touching a minor. He was just like, the kid just said like, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. And he just gets frustrated and says, oh, give me that. Reaches for the box. And the kid just says, he touched me inappropriately. Throws him in jail. And while he's in there, it starts this whole like blow parody. And then they let him out of the prison after the prisoner inside talks to him about it. It's like, well, I've only been in there for about 2 hours. Well, that's all you get for touching a kid in West Virginia. Or whatever state it's in. And it's just like, it was like a southern state or West Virginia or something like that. And then you see him go into the fucking, you see him go into the rainforest and it's Toucan Sam. It's great. It was absolutely fucking wonderful. I loved it. All right. Yeah, you see this? Thick enough that you can handle it and not get messy. Put butter on something warm. Top of your fridge is usually warm. No, Mom definitely laughed at it. Dad laughed at it too, but we're just a really naughty family. Oh yes, I will need the whipped cream in a bit too. Okay. We're getting there. You can see it's starting to get a little stiff. Let's see how stiff it is. At some point, you're just gonna have to reach out and touch something. Mom laughed, respect. Elvis is saying, moms don't usually laugh at that kind of joke. Was that Dad? I'm like, no, Mom was laughing at it too. We're just a naughty family. You can see how thick that's starting to get. Oh, I like this song. This is a good song. And this is kind of like a half batch or a little smaller. So let's see.
You're gonna love my nuts.
That's pretty close. If I started rolling that. Yeah, well, I mean, it's also gonna have to roll in crushed pecans. That's kind of the goal. We want to go a little bit less than we used to go with the old mix, because you roll it to that point, and because for reference, this was an old recipe with peanut butter, powdered sugar. You'd roll enough in there to get it stiff so that it was workable in your hands, and then you would roll it in melted chocolate. We're taking it in a different direction today. So we want it to be stiff enough to be able to roll with our hands, but we want it to kind of be a little bit tacky so that we can roll it over some crushed up pecans. And then we'll top it with a tiny bit of butterscotch sauce and a little pinch of salt. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. I didn't really want to spoil it too much, but well, and the butterscotch also just goes great on ice cream and cheesecake and everything else, right? So butterscotch just goes fantastic with everything that we got. There we go. That's actually like right about where we want it. Anything more and it's going to be too much. It's not going to press into the pecans that well. It'll just roll over them. So let's see. So now we just roll them with our hand. Of course, make sure you're washing your hands frequently, especially if you're working with desserts and stuff ready to eat. If you're doing it at home, it's okay. If I was doing this at work, I would absolutely be wearing gloves for this. But my hands are clean. I wash them pretty frequently anyway. So, yeah, there we go. That's actually about right. It's just kind of tacky enough that I can. It's just kind of tacky enough that I can do this. There we go. Sounds illegal. Intent to inflict diabetes. Well, I'm not. This is not my dinner. Most of the time I do cooking streams. I make all the food, and I go ahead and have that for dinner. But this ain't lasagna, this isn't wings, Taco Tuesday, none of that. This is dessert. I can't have that for dinner. As much as I would like to, I still can't eat like, I still can't eat like an unsupervised 12-year-old. So, oh, I'm sure you can, Dad. All right. So here's a neat little trick. I need a sheet of parchment. Yes. Go ahead. So here's the trick. Go ahead and yeah, Terry, we need a diabetes sound clip. Oh, Foxy Peaches with the bread clip. Give me a sec. Yeah, that tastes good. That tastes really good. Okay. So, what we do here. Actually, you want to do me a flavor and get the other sheet pan that's down there. And then we'll put more, we'll put another layer of stuff on it. We'll put another layer of parchment on that real quick. All right, so what we do, and this is a nice little trick, right? So take a scoop. I forget the name of this technique, but it's a very fun little technique. There's actually a fancy French name for this. I don't remember, but yeah, there you go. So now you have almost kind of a little like football shape, right? So then take this and just kind of.
Let's look at the.
Yeah, now we got nice little like con rolled. So let's go ahead and just move that right there so you guys can see. And we'll just kind of repeat this. I'm going to do a little bit more of this later. Yeah, better bathroom hygiene than 99% of VTubers. I am not, in fact, a girl failure. Thank you for reaffirming me. Oh my God, the number of people I've seen. Maybe I could have gone a little, like a tiny bit less. All right, I'm going to kind of try to keep this on the screen here. Nice little, like I said, nice little football shape. And we just kind of like take these, mount it on. Yeah. Yeah, and this one is kind of like you eyeball it. Yeah, there's measures, but depending on like which brands you're using, which peanut butter, almond butter, all of that, the butter and everything, and what temperatures everything is. I guess they're not really balls, are they? Football! I guess it is just in time for the season, huh? The diabetic football. The Diabetes Cup. Let's go. Sponsored by Liberty. I heard that chuckle, Riley. Alright. Alright. And again, that one ended up a little messier than I'd like, but that's fine. Same thing. And we're going to just do like 4 or 5 of these, and then I'll go ahead. I'll stop making dark jokes now. Punctuations. Oh my God. I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. That was a good joke too. Commenting on punctuation being important. You can't just eat like an unsupervised 12-year-old. Oh my God. That was a good one. I like that one. That was a really good one, actually. Holy shit. All right. Now, if you don't want to do the spoon, if you want to, by the way, you can just, because this is perfect, but you could always just take it and just roll it with your hand into a ball. It's stiff enough that it's not going to really hurt. So, there you go. Like, I'll just show you one more. I'll show you one, right? You just measure it out with a spoon in your hand. Kind of like cup one hand, semi-cup or flatten the other one, and then just be like, hey, look, balls. You know, balls.
Doing it that way might warm it up a little bit.
That's true. Yeah, if you roll it by hand, it Also, depending on how skilled you are with a spoon, this might be a little bit faster. And it'll warm it up a little bit. Some of them like PE and I'm back in like 30 seconds flat. Imp over here playing with balls. You know it, Foxy. Maybe you send Knight and E over here. He could learn a thing or two. We love Knight and E. We love our friends. Foxy Peaches. Can somebody get a shout out for Foxy Peaches, please? Looks like poop, nuts and all. That's right. That's right. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's it.
Clean the litter box.
Clean the litter. Mmm, turds. Delicious turds. Or as I like to call them, Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. There's the shout out.
Your very body, you can provide.
So.
Oh, are you doing Dark Urge choice here?
No.
You only need a 5.
Why'd you have to say something?
Oh, the crit failures. Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you guys. Uh-oh, that stuck on the screen. I'll fix that in a minute. My hands are a little nut. It's a bit nutty. But let's go ahead and slide this aside. Slide this over here. And we're gonna do our last step for our balls. Balls and logs, right? Okay. Let me just quickly clean off my hands. Clean off my hands. I will have to Elvis. Unfortunately, that only works for moderators. And the I'll have to fix that. I've just got to put some stuff in. So, the last step, we got our nice fresh butterscotch sauce. That's right, Elvis. Here comes the money shot. Take our tiny spoon. See, that is coming. That is cooling down and thickening nicely, but it's still kind of nice and fluid. Now, one thing you can absolutely do, if you want to, you can pour this stuff. You can pour this stuff into a squeeze bottle, especially if you let it thicken a little bit more and you just drizzle right over the top. We don't have that immediately available, so we're just gonna do this old-fashioned way. And we want to let this kind of sit, because you can definitely kind of like just leave these. Last little bit, little pinch of salt. Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. There you go. Put this back in the fridge where it belongs. All right, where are we at on time? We got about 20 minutes. So, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and just roll.
You're gonna love my nuts.
We're gonna go ahead and roll with the cheesecake clip, and I'm gonna clean up for just a second, and we'll be right back. Oh man, and those are gonna be really good here in a second. So let's come on. All right, here we go. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. This is gonna be about 6 minutes or so, and it's gonna have all of the ingredients in the process on how to make a good cheesecake. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, we have a bourbon pecan cheesecake for you today. Cheesecakes, as usual, are pretty complex dishes, so they're going to have quite a few ingredients. So please double check that you have the stuff that you have on the screen. This was inspired by one of our newer friends for the stream. Hopefully they're watching today. The first step is to make a graham cracker crust. You'll take your graham crackers, melted butter, sugar, and salt, and you'll mix that well in a bowl together. I find it much easier to hand mix, especially once you get to the final parts of the mix on the graham cracker crust. And your final goal on this is to have it so it sticks together, but it crumbles easily when you apply any pressure to it. Just like that. Once your mix is ready, you'll carefully press it down into the bottom of a well-sprayed pan. You can use a springform pan, that's what's typically recommended, but there's a couple of other options. And what you're trying to do with your graham cracker crust is you're trying to evenly spread it out and pack it down into the bottom of your springform pan. Once your crust is prepared, you'll pop it in the oven of 375 for about 5 or 10 minutes. You don't need too long. While we're at it, we're going to go ahead and toast some pecans for about 5 minutes as well. While that's going on, let's go ahead and make our filling. We're going to take our 4 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. We're going to throw that in a stand. We want to make sure that they're softened. That's the easiest way to do it. If they're not, just give it a little bit of time, mix it up, make sure that you scrape the bottom of your bowl really well quite frequently. You'll also cream in your sugar and your flour. This will mix on a medium speed for about 1 minute. Make sure that when you're done with it, you scrape the sides of your bowl and scrape your paddle really well. At this point here, you're going to add your salt, your vanilla and other flavors, and your lemon juice and lemon zest. The way that I do this, you don't have to worry too much about accidentally getting a lemon seed or a random little thing in here, but you do want to avoid it as much as you can. Also, this bourbon extract is a homemade mix. It's actually pretty simple to make. Once everything is in your bowl, you're going to go ahead and put it back on a low speed and let it mix until fully incorporated. Make sure again that you keep scraping the sides of your bowl frequently. Once those are just combined, you'll go ahead and slowly mix in your eggs one at a time on low speed. Once those are fully incorporated after a minute or two, you'll go ahead and add in your sour cream as well. And then you'll mix all of that until it's just combined. Don't overmix it, make sure of that. Now I added a little bit of an extra step when I do my cheesecakes. I'll take all of my mix once it's fully done, and I'll add it into a strainer, and I'll go ahead and push that through until it's nice and smooth. This helps get rid of any clumps of random stuff. It also helps get rid of any accidental eggshell fragments or lemon seeds. I do lose a little bit of the lemon zest to this, but it makes for a much smoother texture. We'll also go ahead and take those pecans, we've chopped them up since then, and we'll fold those into the mix until they're fully mixed in as well. Now, as you can see, we've also foil wrapped our springform pan. This is for later. In the meantime, let's go ahead and add our filling into our crust. Once we get to that point, we'll give it a little bit of a shake, a couple taps, kind of loosen up some of those air bubbles. We'll add about an inch of hot to boiling water into a pan. The aluminum there is to help keep that from leaking in. And then we'll go ahead and pop that in the oven at 325 degrees. It takes about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes.
And we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Also, hi, Rush Pirate. I'm glad to see you. How are you doing today, Captain? Ahoy, ahoy, you sir. You can't see me. You can't see me giving the salute. I saw somebody redeem the bread clip, so we're gonna give one more bread clip. We got 12 on us now, I think, when you account for the one that kind of got lost in the sauce. Imp was immune to electric damage. That doesn't stop Death Cube from trying. That doesn't stop Death Cube from trying to shock me every moment of the fucking day. Oh right, music. We're back. And as you can see, this cheesecake turned out great. Look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. Look at this. It is a thing of beauty. Now, we're not quite ready to cut into it just... Well, let's go ahead and cut into it, but we're not quite ready to enjoy it. We're missing... this is fine for right now. Yeah, so we put this on a greased layer of parchment, but let's look at that. Actually, pass me a paper towel, please. A knife. If you clean your knife, so the way that I actually prefer to do this, and I should have showcased this properly, if you have a wet towel or if you have a cup of water or something that you can dip this in and then wipe it off, it cuts so much cleaner. In the meantime, we're just gonna go ahead and cut. We're gonna cut one nice little slice, and we're gonna go ahead. Oh, probably good. I'll cut more later. Foxy, this one's for you. You're the one that gave me the idea, and I hope you're proud because in testing the batter, taste testing it. Look at that! Look at that absolute beauty. That is a delicious looking slice of cheesecake. Now, we're not quite ready to taste test this yet. We're missing one really important thing. Whatever could that be, though? It's done. We'll make some whipped cream. Really, really simple. You take cold... little pinch. A little drip. And I'm not just making any old... whipped cream. I'm making a special... brown sugar whipped cream. We'll make this right. We'll mix all that in. Now there's a ratio. It doesn't really matter. You can just definitely, It's gonna take a minute or so though. Normally you would, actually, no, I got a better idea. I've got a tool for it. What am I doing? Look at me. Why not just do this the fun and smart way? I gotta slide this over just a little bit for, Was that there? Okay. We in? Plugged in. All right, real quick, be right back. Now look at that. Don't that just look amazing? That's a nice, beautiful thing. Let's go ahead and get everything. Yeah, that's some brown sugar flavor right there. You know, by the way, you guys know what makes brown sugar brown? Anybody know? Anybody able to answer that question for me? Because it's time for us to do the full round trip. Whipped cream right on top of that. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these peanut butter cookies right there. Give me a couple of Chef's chocolate salty balls. And we'll go ahead and throw Chef's homemade ice cream right on top of that. Let's slide molasses. That's right, it's molasses. Molasses is the key ingredient in what makes brown sugar brown. Just in case anybody didn't know out there. It's sometimes, like I didn't know. I didn't know until I started really getting into cooking. But let's, actually, you want to go get my camera? It's on the couch. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and let's do this. We also have our, we have our butterscotch sauce, our brown sugar whipped cream. We're gonna go ahead and put this on top of that. And there we go. So let's go ahead and get the taste test. But first things first. I'm gonna quickly snap the family photo to remember this by. Let me see, actually, let's say cheese. There's my button. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it's almost out of battery. I'll have to get that later. All right, let's go ahead and give this the taste test. The whole around the world. You've known that fact for longer than I've been alive. No. My whole family makes molasses cookies. Portuguese thing. Ooh, that sounds good. So first, I want to look at this cookie. This cookie comes apart really well. That's a perfect cookie. Oh. Flavor's good. You could not, if you didn't tell me, you couldn't convince me that didn't have flour in it. That's great, it's perfect. So here's the peanut butter ball. Yep. That's good. Shitload of sugar, but really good. Like all the flavors in that. It's got that nice, like, even though it looks really dark, it's got a fairly subtle but noticeable hint of chocolate. Like, it's not overbearing. That's really good. I love that. And that butterscotch on top is great. Let me quickly get a little bit of water to cleanse my palate for this next one. Sorry, sometimes you just need to be sure, right? Especially with this much sugar involved. We're almost done though, right? So let's just look this up. Molasses cookies are really good. Marmite cookies, oh no, raw. Get the mayor. Get Mr. Mayor, he's gonna wanna hear that one. A little bit of clean water. Alrighty, so I wanted to try this, a little bit of butterscotch on it. There we go. Look at that one. It's good on everything. That's right, Dad. That's fantastic. That still has that nice heat, but the butterscotch adds a good layer. I like that. That extra sweetness, the touch of salt in it. And then here we go. It's nice and creamy. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna fucking just take this whole tray and just... that whole cheesecake right in my face. Give it to me, just like that. Jeez, what kind of degenerate am I? Going from fisting mayo to motorboating cheesecake. Washing it down with a gallon of ranch. All right, boys and girls. Thank you so much for showing up. Let's get the whole family in the picture here. Thank you guys so much. This was fun to do. This was like this was kind of a last minute thing, right? So, but we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna quickly just find somebody else to raid out to. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna go get some actual food before I dive into the diabetes. But thank you guys so much. Once again, you guys have been honestly just fantastic. Butterscotch on that ice cream just feels naughty. Oh my God. Oh man. Let me see. Oh, we got so many. We got so many people. We're gonna go say hi to fucking Mist. Let's go say hi to Mist.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. Oh yeah, Foxy, give me a suggestion. Yeah. Who do you got? Who do you got? And the raid message, I want all of you when we raid out, I want all of you to go out screaming, "You're gonna love my nuts."
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, Foxy, go ahead. Let me hear it. Let's see what we got. I gotta get, I gotta get some stuff going.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna
gonna
raid
love my
Mist,
nuts.
unless you got another idea. I have a game I might suggest next time. Yeah, hit me up. Let me know. And a gamer.
Wow.
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 Short circuit melt. I'm gonna have to hunt that person down.
Wow.
Mommy milkers.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Wow.
Short circuit melt. Yeah, they're alive. Short circuit melt, courtesy
You're gonna love
of
my-
Foxy Peaches. Currently playing a game called. What are they playing? Roller drama? Oh, it's a
You're gonna
roller.
love my nuts.
It's a roller derby game. All right, boys and girls. We're gonna go ahead and bounce. You guys have a great one. Say hi. Remember,
You're gonna
the
love my
message
nuts.
is, you're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts.
That's right. You're gonna love my nuts. All right. Thank you guys again. You guys have a good one. You guys on the YouTube side, this is the end of the stream.
Mommy
We're gonna
milk.
bounce out of here. It is early enough in the day. I will probably try to do a short bonus stream in 2 or 3 hours. So I'll get back with you later. But you guys have a great one. Goodbye. Have fun. Don't get diabetes too quickly.
You're gonna love my nuts.
That's right.